Hi, Shayne Hope here. Have you ever wanted to feel more a part of your club, see what really goes on behind the scenes, and see what makes the players and coaches tick? Then sit tight for the next few minutes as we give you a VIP pass to access all areas at Arena Joondalup, home of the Mighty Falcons. Down here in the inner sanctum at Arena Joondalup with West Perth coach Bill Monaghan. Bill, it's been a couple of weeks since your last game now. A disappointing result against Perth. What went wrong on that day?
Yeah, very disappointing. I thought Perth attacked the ball a lot harder than we did. They ran hard. They outplayed us in many areas of the ground. So maybe we just went in with a little question mark over our intensity and our mental application. So hopefully it's a little bit of a blip and we get back on the horse this week and tackle South Fremantle.
The second loss to one of the bottom sides this season, Peel Thunder, earlier in the year, is it something to be concerned about, or is it just a little speed bump on the road to a premiership or a final series at least?
Oh, clearly it's something that we need to talk about and then try and work out how it happened. But given the overall picture of 13-3, it's nothing that we need to panic about, and we just need to make sure that every week in the competition as tight as it is, that we need to come prepared, and I don't think we did that.
Who were some of your better players on that day?
Yeah, well, it was tough to find anyone over 4 quarters, and even though Jason Salisic was held fairly well by the kid Hodge, who's done some reasonable jobs on him, I thought his intensity and his ability to at least pressure and chase was very good. I thought Jeff Goebels presented very well across half forward, took 9-10 marks and had 18-19 possessions. And Chris Coonan had a good battle all day with Andrew McDougall, and we won the stoppage count, so he had an influence on the match as well.
Now, you've had a week off to prepare for South Fremantle. Have you sat back and had a look at the season and assessed where you're at the moment?
I'm more trying to work out where we're going in the next couple of weeks, and we've got a couple of big games starting this week against South, against a side who's currently in the 4. And we need to make sure that we keep winning to shore up second spot, which we're close to doing, but another win's required there, and also try and place ourselves to try and get a home final, and that's really important to waffle clubs, given that you get the gate and bar takings and so on. So it's something that we try to mainly look forward as opposed to what we've done previously.
You play the 2 Fremantle clubs over the next 2 weeks. They're sitting in 3rd and 4th at the moment. How much relevance do these 2 games have looking forward to a final series if you do have to come up against one of those sides?
Yeah, it's really important that the sides who you can battle in the finals, that you perform well against them. And South got us in the second half a couple of weeks ago, and East Fremantle got us here in the second half early in the season. So we've got a bit of work to do and make sure that we play 4 quarters and maybe create a bit of doubt in their mind. And we did some things wrong, especially against South 3 weeks ago, where I think if we can rectify those, we can come out on top.
South Fremantle, pretty good side. Callum Wilson got on top of West Perth last time. How do you stop him from doing that again?
Oh, it was an interesting game. Their supply really increased in the second half. We stopped working hard around the contest, and they towed us up from kick-ins and stoppages in our half, and they ran the ball really hard and spread hard from stoppages, and the ball movement into the forward 50 for South was very, very good. And whilst we tried a couple of blokes on, Wilson and Lacroix and Flay had a bit of time, and Morrow as well, it was really difficult with the amount of ball that was getting there, and we think if we can stymie him across the middle of the ground, then hopefully we'll keep him to less than 9 goals.
They're injury ravaged at the moment, the Bulldogs. They have been for most of the season, but still some pretty good players. Who do you see as the key players for South?
Oh, through the midfield, I think a couple of their older players in Hazelby and Miller have been fantastic all year, but they've also added a bit of leg speed with both the Adamses back playing well, Ryan Cook playing well, and across half-back, Josh Heads hit some real perfect or purple patch of form running off half-back, and he hurt us a couple of weeks ago, so those along with their key forwards are probably the ones that we need to stop.
Are we likely to see a couple of players come back from injury this week?
Look, it's a tough one. We haven't trained for a few days. Our guys have been out in the community clubs taking some junior clinics, so really until we train tonight and tomorrow night, but we expect Bartholomew, Pearce and Hunt are going to be in the mix to play, but until they trot out tomorrow night Tuesday night, our main training session, it's a little bit up in the air. But the reports from the physio are pretty positive on all three.
Some good players coming back into consideration there. Is it important over the next couple of weeks to build up towards the September campaign, getting those players back in?
It is, and that was one of our secrets to our success early in the year. We were really constant with our team selection, and players get a lot of confidence out of playing together with each other week in, week out, and especially down back. So if we can, over the next 4 weeks, get our best side on the park, and hopefully our form will increase coming into finals, and we're ready to go come finals time.
All right, Bill, thanks very much for joining us on Access All Area. Right, Branchy, tell us a little bit about yourself, the way you play your footy. A lot of the West Perth fans wouldn't have seen you. You haven't played a league game yet, but played plenty in the reserves so far.
Yeah, I'm I guess a bit of a running sort of wing player. I like to play on the outside. I don't really like to get in when it's tough, so get the boys going and give it at me. I'll do a bit of running up the wing and try to kick a few goals, I guess, and celebrate along the way. So.
Yeah, you're a local boy. It must be nice playing in the West Perth colours.
Yeah, I did watch it when I was in high school. I used to go to the games and with a couple of mates and sit on the hill. I didn't ever think, well, I haven't played league, but I still represent the club, so something I'm very proud of. And yeah, so.
Playing league footy must be an aspiration of yours. You've had a couple of good games in the reserves recently. Just recently played your 100th against South Fremantle as well. You must be pretty keen to get in there soon.
Yeah, well, it's been 6 years of being pretty keen, so I'm trying my best. But I'm just glad to be at the club, and both clubs at the moment, both teams at the moment in the club are on top of the ladder, I think. So it's just a great club to be at, and yeah, I'm still striving to play league every week, obviously. And I've been close a couple of times, but as long as I'm enjoying it, I'm a happy man. So.
Well, a couple of strong performances recently. Are you getting some good feedback from the coaches?
Yeah, the coaches, they come down here and they tell you what to work on and what to continue doing. And I guess I've been doing a few things well the last 3 or 4 weeks, I guess. Kicked a few goals in my 100th, which was pretty good. So getting close, but you know, I just try as hard as I can and just hope so.
Now tell us about your housemate. He's swapped sides. He used to be here at West Perth, but Mitch Andrews now playing in the blue and gold of Claremont.
Yeah, it's very interesting, especially on game days when we play each other. He does enjoy a bit of banter, doesn't move out of my way in the hallway, and play a morning game at pool to spice up the morning, see how the day's going to progress. But no, it's all good. You know, we're still mates, but you know, I think the first game we played each other in a reserves game, and I got into him a bit, but it was. It's all just fun, you know. Enemies on the field, good mates off the field. So.
What about his footy bag? Do you check it out and see if you can find some notes floating around from Simon McPhee?
Yeah, no, I just I give him a few little tips that might not be true, and he does the same. So I just a bit of banter, so it's all good fun. So.
Beautiful. And South Fremantle this week.
Yep.
You played them fairly recently. Are you confident going into this game?
Yeah, definitely. Both grades we should be looking to win, and the top side really wants to finish top 2. That's really important, and 2's obviously we finish top 2, we get the home final, we get the final at the league finish, so we just want to finish top 2 in both grades and get our second chance. That's the most important thing, so yeah, winning this week is a massive challenge. So.
Off the track, how's the injury, and can you explain what it was for the fans out there?
Yeah, look, the injury was obviously the adductor magnus, which is the attachment to the groin, and yeah, look, I did it in the last quarter against Claremont, and basically I had 2 to 3 weeks off now, obviously with the bye those weeks anyway, 3 weeks, and yeah, look, I'm feeling really confident, the body's feeling really good, feel really fresh, and pretty much ready to tackle South Fremantle this weekend.
What's the program been like over the last couple of weeks? What's involved in the rehabilitation and that sort of thing?
Basically, because it's obviously an adductor, basically it's the first few weeks it was basically just unload, and obviously still basically swimming with no kicking or anything, just with a pull ball in between the legs. So still obviously being able to keep up with cardiovascular levels and that, and basically been smashing the bike out as well. So, and then last week just started with the running. Then obviously over the bye weekend, I had 3 sessions there, bike session, swim session, and running session. So yeah, in terms of rehab, even though you're in a rehab session, rehab group, it's still working twice as hard as everyone else is. So as much as I want to be out on the track, you obviously got to listen to your body sometimes and do what's best for it.
Now, coming up against South Fremantle this week, tough game, obviously. South, they ran you pretty close last time. Nice to come back in a game like this that means a bit.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously for us, obviously we're still on top, and I guess every win for us from here and then is very vital. So it's why we're playing an excellent moment. So it's, yeah, look, I'm looking forward to getting back out. Obviously against South Fremantle third. Yeah, we're playing some good footy, and we hopefully come back. Obviously, after being disappointing against Perth, and yeah, look, boys, I think are ready to go. Hopefully we turn it around.
Now, how have you been finding Bill over the last couple of seasons as a coach? You're going to give him a bit of a rap? Is he doing the right thing?
To be quite honest, I think he's been really good. I guess personally, he's been good for my footy, and obviously for the boys, I think because obviously he was in that era where they were really good. He's been able to bring that professionalism to our football club, and been able to do things that we haven't been able to do before at this footy club. So for him to come here and do what we've done now, put things going forward, whether or not he's still 3 or 4 years time, the fact is that he's got the ball rolling in certain areas, and look, as a club we're becoming a lot professional, and I guess it's a whole lot of thanks to Bill. Obviously we hope he's still here in 3 or 5 years time because he's a good coach. So yeah, look, I reckon he's moving on.
What about your teammates up forward? The battle for the leading goal kick is pretty tight at the moment. Who's your tip for that one?
Yeah, it's funny. The boys obviously during the week, Slick, Gobes and Strikey, the 3 of the boys. Can you kick? So yeah, look, obviously Slicky will let everyone know that he's got 3 of them. So yeah, look, it's I don't know. Look, obviously, we'll see how Striking goes. My tip's Striking, but then again, Slick's been getting the best. I guess he's the best defender, but then Gobes is now getting the best defender. So it's going to be neck and neck. But Striker reckons he's got the bag. Slicky reckons he'll have the 4th one in the bag, and Gobes reckons he's got it. So they're all trying to say they've all got it. So my tip's Striking. Obviously, he's a good mate as well. So it'll be good. Be good end of the season for him.
Brilliant. It's all good. Well, there you have it. We hope you enjoyed the very first edition of Access All Areas here at the West Perth Football Club. Join us again next week as we take you deep inside Arena Joondalup to see what makes the Falcons tick. We want to hear what you have to say as well, so join up to our Facebook page or send us an email. Don't forget to keep your eye on the red and the blue.
It's a grand